Hi guys, I'm so excited about this reading. This is going to be your preview in regards to an extensive what to expect with Mars in Gemini Retrograde reading, which is coming our way in August. Yeah, I'm gonna make two videos. I'm gonna make a channeling video, like based off of me channeling the cosmos and what we can expect as a collective. And then I'm gonna make a further detailed, extensive PickACrystal reading. So if you guys resonate with this energy when you guys pick your crystal, definitely feel free to watch that video. That will be coming soon. I'm also going to be making those general love readings again. Just summertime is my busy time in regards to work, so I'm just not able to make these videos like I want to. I have so many videos I want to make, so many ideas. In the meantime, what I am able to do is post on Instagram. I've been working so hard, guys. So if you guys do want to follow my Instagram for a sunny day tarot reading, feel free. The link is going to be below. I'm super excited. Just to give you guys a heads up, this is not, like, my page is not all about, my page is pretty much just like my personality, which is Pluto and Scorpio in the first house. It's constantly changing. My posts are not always going to be about the same thing, just like my readings are not about the same thing. So if that doesn't resonate with you guys, I suggest you guys don't follow, don't watch it, because then it's just not going to be for you. One day it could be about, you know, something like, I don't know. I feel like, especially with Mars and Gemini energy, and this is no offense to my Geminis, but this could be looked at as like low vibes, low energy, a little bit gossipy. And I feel like, especially as a woman in 2022, like, I feel like what makes us feel good sometimes are those types of videos where it's like, ladies, are you going through this? Blah, 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 blah. Are you going through, you know, I don't know, those like motivational videos that just like make you feel good, but maybe they're not so quote unquote spiritual. And it's like, that's what really pisses me off. Like, who's to say in the spiritual community, like, what's spiritual and what's not? Like, it's whatever you make it. All right, that's just like life is whatever you guys make it. It's not what astrology tells you what it is. It's not what tarot, it's not what I say, it's not what anybody else says. It's whatever you guys make it. So if that resonates with you guys, cool. If not, no worries. But yeah, there's so much more I have to post, but I'm very limited on time. So with that being said, this video again is going to be a preview for my Mars in Gemini retrograde PickACrystal, what you guys can expect to happen, because that is going to be an 8 months long feeling of energy. Okay, 8, I always bring that back to karma, karmic lessons. What are we going to be feeling, embracing? Yeah, you guys could be YouTubing this, Googling this, but I always trust my visions and channeling. So with that being said, I'm only going to pull like 2 cards, and then there's going to be a further extensive PickACrystal coming soon. All right, so if you guys resonate with this crystal, feel free to click the link below to pile 1. If you guys resonate with this crystal, feel free to click the link below to pile 2. All right, so I got my espresso, I'm feeling good. Pile 1. I'm going to start channeling. Let's see what I see first, and then I'm going to pull 2 cards. What do I see for you guys? What can you guys expect during Mars in Gemini retrograde? Overall energy. Definitely your internal world is what I'm picking up on right now. So there was this door that was trying to open, and it kept doing this. Like it was almost as if like it wasn't fully closed, and it was doing this opening closing thing, but barely. and now the door is completely gone. And you're able to look through it. It's as if it's now a window where there was once a door. Like there's no more blockages. You're able to go within. And it's like you're looking at yourself. I'm seeing a pupil of your eye, and I'm seeing Saturn within the pupil. And I'm gonna open my eyes. It's as if within the pupil of your eye, there's this orb, right? Because this is Saturn. And it's as if it's sunglasses. You know what, like when you take off the sunglasses just a little bit, you put it down on your nose, so you could do that like cool person thing. It's like that's the orb of Saturn. They're like lowering your boundaries, I feel like, is the message a little bit. But within yourself, it's like you're able to see something about yourself. 3 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Oh, that's funny. I feel like this was the door. It's almost as if this was the door, and it's considered to be swords because it's painful, because it was blocking you. It was like blocking something for you, maybe your blessings or something like this, right? And the swords are up, and then you see this moon in the background. It's like I was seeing that as, shh, stop it, we just went on a walk, don't do that. It's as if this was coming through our Saturn, and this is supposed to be you. What can you expect? I feel like something's going to be illuminated about yourself. Yeah, I feel like, okay, so Ace of Wands, when it's straightforward, it's passionately going for something. But I was seeing, I knew that we were in your internal world. Things were solo. Things were dark. And when I say that, I don't mean in a bad way, like you're going to be alone and things are going to be dark and you're going to be by yourself. Like, no, we're just getting a glimpse of what's going on in your mind during that time frame. You could literally be the most social butterfly. You could be feeling your best self, but you need to stop. You're spoiled and you know it. Literally, guys, I want you to know this. We've been going to, never mind. We've been doing things several times a day. He's fine. So anyway. So you guys, I don't want you guys getting the wrong message here, or getting like, oh no, like, cause like, I don't know, I don't know how you guys feel about readings, but like, I love readings. Like, it really depends on your natal chart. So like things like this would like really fuck me up. So I want you guys to know this is not what that means. This is just, you guys may have these solitary moments and reflect. And when you're reflecting and thinking about yourself and you may be forced to well, I'm going to tell you right now, since Saturn's coming through, right? And Ace of Wands in reverse, you're going to feel this energy of feeling forced to face yourself within. There's going to be something about, because I'm seeing this door go open, close, open, close. So to me, I think right away, flaky energy. I think right away, energy that may distract itself from going within. So every time something gets real about facing something about yourself, you guys may distract yourself, or something may just happen outside of yourselves. Like you may get a phone call or something may happen, and it's like you're not able to focus on yourself. So during this retrograde, which is a very karmic time, you're going to have these moments where you're not going to be able to do it, to focus on something else but yourself. There isn't going to be this flaky energy. So if you've been avoiding something, healing, or something about yourself, or not understanding something, it's like, well, now's the time. Retrogrades and the number 8, definitely karmic related. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, putting in the work internally. There's going to be something you're going to have to face about yourself that you already may know about, and you're going to have to face it. Or you're going to feel this energy of like constantly thinking about it, and it has to do about you. All right, I'm going to channel this again, see what I see. Let me see, maybe holding your guys' crystal will help. What will pile 1 face during Mars in Gemini? Oh, I just realized something. Mars in Gemini. Mars in Gemini. This is this energy of constantly feeling like you have to do something. You have to do something. Like you have to remain busy. That was the message. But when it's in retrograde, it's like things will slow down at some point. Mars in Gemini is really good at multitasking, thinking on its feet, because it's the mind, right? And Mars, it's the god of war. Mars rules Aries and Scorpio. So this is the head. I can't think of Scorpio right now, what it rules body-wise. But regardless, there's reflecting going on. Oceana. Every time. Every time. You guys will be forced to think about something about your throat chakra. How you there's this energy of how you, I'm feeling like this forceful energy. It's almost as if like a control. And then it's like I'm seeing, remember that cartoon in school, the Magic School Bus? It's almost as if like there's moments of wisdom and then there's moments where there is none. I'm gonna open my eyes here, because what I'm trying to say is it's like I'm seeing this school bus in the universe, like this dark sky where it's like moments of getting it and then moments of descending, like ascending, descending, ascending, descending, ascending, descending. Yeah. And that's where I'm going to leave it because this is a preview. You'll have to watch the other video. All right. Thanks, pile 1. All right. Hi, pile 2. Okay. What can you guys expect during Mars in Gemini retrograde? What can pile 2 expect during Mars in Gemini retrograde? What can you guys expect? Ooh. All right, I'm gonna start channeling. And then I'll start pulling cards and I'll channel again. What can you guys expect during Mars in Gemini retrograde? I'm seeing your guys' internal world. And it's almost as if you guys have this, not that you guys are being, it's like you guys are, like you're against a wall. How do I say this? Chained, like again, like you're a prisoner. I don't know what they called this back in the day, but you remember that plank of wood where your head goes through it and your hands go through it and you have that chain connecting your hands with the wood. There's something here. It's like you're a prisoner to your ooh. They're showing me, it's interesting. So I'm seeing the mouth. It's like a new scene, but I'm still seeing you with this plank of wood and how you're chained to it, right? It's almost as if you're looking at the mouth, but I feel like it's your mouth. And Gemini is all about communication, right? And when I think of retrograde, I think of karmic lessons. And when I think of Mars and Gemini in retrograde, I think about going within. And now the scene is changing. It's like we went inside the mouth and it's like we're internal. It's like we're going through the body. It's like there's these tunnels and these doors are opening. And I feel like a light is forming in the dark. What can you guys expect to happen during Mars and Gemini? Bringing light to your external world. It's like you're a prisoner. Something to do with your communication. I feel like, karmically speaking, you're gonna be getting like these downloads on how to speak, and it may not resonate with how you feel you are as a person or who you are or how you speak, something like that. So Mars in Gemini in retrograde is lasting for 8 months. And when you look into the sign of Mars in Gemini, in general, this is about witty communication, banter. So maybe this energy is going to make you guys feel uncomfortable. Maybe it's taking you guys out of your element, because I'm seeing something about how you guys speak changes, and it's like you guys feel like a prisoner to this. And I got to be honest, that's exactly how retrogrades will make you feel, because things are happening outside of you, outside of your control. And just my personal belief, I just feel like it's all karmically related. All right, I'm gonna start pulling cards. I'm gonna pull 2 cards. What can you guys expect during Mars in Gemini? Okay. The World in reverse. Okay, so the end of a chapter. Something has come full circle. I feel like this was you like chained up. Like this was literally you against the wall, but just envisioned differently. And it's like you had this like plank of wood, and your head was coming through it, and your hand was coming through it, and you were chained. The World, that is Saturn. Oh. Page of Wands. Oh my God. So, okay. So, Page is a message. Wands is fire. So, it's like fiery messages. Something is coming to an end. 7 of Cups. So, this is that, like, a decision has to be made. Okay. I see what's happening here. I feel like during Mars in Gemini, so Mars in Gemini can be looked at in several different ways, just like any sign, any planet has different messages, just like the cards in tarot. But I feel like what's coming through for you guys is speaking messages, because Mars can be looked at as how you get around, how you move around in life, like the highways, parkways, freeways, riding a bike, skateboarding. This is all Mars energy, right? Walking. And then when it's in Gemini, this is you walking and on your phone. This is you driving and texting. This is you driving and on your phone speaking. This is you singing while driving or walking. It's like it's so hard for you to just do one thing. Okay. Now, another way of looking at Mars in Gemini is speaking. The lower end of Mars in Gemini is saying things like, oh, that person's just a fucking loser. You know, it's like, I feel like we say things like that to be funny. Like, we don't always mean it. Like, literally, we actually don't mean it. We're just saying it to be funny. That's actually where the Gemini energy kicks in, where it's kind of like two-faced energy. It's like, yeah, we're saying it, and some people may think we mean that. But the other side of us is we actually don't mean it. We're just saying it to be funny. And that's actually where people may think we're fake. But if you think of it, it's kind of like lower energy and looked at as gossipy. The other side of Mars in Gemini is that we have the potential to really speak in a really well-defined way, where we can reach anybody at any level in life. It's really up to us what we want to do. And especially where these degrees are at. It's also feeling out your audience too, right? Intuitively speaking. So what I'm seeing happening here is during Mars and Gemini in retrograde, it's like what's ending for you guys is speaking in a way that just doesn't serve a purpose for you guys anymore. It's kind of like the death of an ego in a sense, and that's not what this is. But if you feel like the way you currently speak, like for example, this is my Mars and Gemini speaking because this is my natal chart. I love to curse. People don't like when I curse, whether it's because I'm a woman, they don't think it's feminine. I don't really fucking care. I like to curse. However, I have always known, because of that, you know, I guess psychic gift, that there's just a part of me that has always known it's like, you gotta stop it. And I've always made comments, not because I'm a rising Libra and it's like being self-conscious. It's just like a part of me has always known it's gotta end. And it's like a part of me just doesn't want to let it go. But why? Why don't I want to let it go? What am I holding on to? It's kind of something like that that's coming through, where it's like, okay, it's almost as if like spirit is asking you, like, are you ready to let this part of you go? Whatever this is, whatever this part of you verbally is about you. Are you guys ready to let this go? And it's like you guys are a prisoner to how you guys currently speak, but you guys need to let it go. And you guys need to make a decision. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, like when Saturn's involved, Pluto's involved, the forceful energy is involved or not, free will is there. People fight those energies all the time, every day, and they just make themselves miserable. And then they just create their own karma. You know what I mean? Free will does exist. It's just you're going to have a better time if you just, as they say, go with the flow. And you kill off these parts of you that don't serve a purpose, and you listen to something higher. So I'm going to channel this a little more. What can you guys expect during Mars and Gemini in retrograde? What can you guys expect during Mars in Gemini in retrograde? I'm seeing this eye. It's your guys' eye in the dark. And it's like you guys see clearly. Like you guys see clearly yourselves. I want to say your shadow. It's like a part of you that doesn't serve you anymore, and it's like in order to continue your path, to get to where like you may want to go or need to go, it's like you have to sacrifice a little more. It's like it's almost as if you can't continue the path you're on unless you give up a little more. I feel like that's the message. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Okay, guys, so if you want to see the rest of the reading, you're going to have to watch the video that I'm going to upload soon, okay? All right, bye, guys.